Hi, I'm Samah Ibrahim, and welcome to Tales Station, where stories come alive and imagination has no limits. Today's story is about three brothers who received three magical gifts. But what happens when someone greedy steals from them? Will they be able to get them back? Let's find out in The Magical Tray, The Golden Donkey, and The Stick. Once upon a time, in a little village, lived a poor man with his three sons. One day, the eldest son decided to leave home to learn a trade and find work. He chose to be a blacksmith. He worked with steel, and he became very good at it. He made beautiful cooking ware like spoons, pots, and trays. He even carved pretty patterns and drawings on them. And because he was so talented, his master gave him a gift, and it was a magical tray. It was made of steel. It was round, and it was so shiny, to a point that he could see his own reflection on it like a mirror. Then his master explained, This is not an ordinary tray. I'll show you how to use it. You see, when you say, "Tray, be set," it will quickly be filled with any delicious food you want. The eldest son was so happy. He couldn't wait to show the tray to his father and his two brothers. He packed his things and headed home. But suddenly, on the way, he felt hungry. Then he smelled something delicious coming from a small restaurant nearby. So he went inside the restaurant. Then he thought to himself, "The magical tray, I forgot about it." He looked around for a quiet little table in the corner. And when he found one, he took out his magical tray and whispered, "Tray, be set." At once it was filled with colorful plates, and on them was falafel, full with yummy white cheese, and the most delicious peanut butter salad. But at the same time, the restaurant owner was watching from behind the counter. When the son finished eating, he went to wash his hands, leaving the magical tray on the table. Quickly, the sneaky owner swapped the magical tray with the normal one. Then the oldest son picked up all his things and went back home. The first thing he did was to show the tray's magic to his family. He put the tray on the table and said, "Tray, be set." But nothing happened. It was just an empty tray. The eldest son felt so sad, and the father was so disappointed. Then the second son decided to learn a trade as well and chose to become a miller. And because he worked so hard, his master gave him a donkey and said, "This is not just any donkey. When you say bricklebrit, golden coins will fall from the donkey's mouth." He showed the second son how it worked, and the son was thrilled. He thanked his master and rode off on his donkey to go back home. But on the way, like his older brother, he felt hungry and stopped at the same restaurant. But before going in, he suddenly remembered that he didn't have any money. Then he smiled and thought, "Oh, the donkey. I'll just say bricklebrit and use the coins to pay for my meal. Isn't that brilliant?" But the greedy restaurant owner was watching from the window. He saw the donkey's magic trick, and while the second son was eating, he secretly swapped the magical donkey for another one that looks exactly the same. And when the son got home, he was so excited to show his family his magical gift. "Father, I want to show you something. Look, bricklebrit." But nothing came out from the donkey's mouth except loud bray, and some drool. And the father was so disappointed. Then it was the youngest son's turn to choose a trade, and he became a wood carver. He was very talented, and because of that, his master decided to give him a special gift. He handed him a special stick called mufraka, and it's used to stir food. Then the master said, when you say stick, stir, it will chase and hit anyone who tries to steal from you. The third son thanked his master and set off to go home. On the way, like his older brothers, he felt hungry and stopped at the same restaurant. The greedy owner saw the youngest son holding his stick, and he wanted it for himself. He approached the youngest son's table and slowly tried to take the stick, but this time the son noticed and quickly shouted, "Stick, stir!" And the wooden stick flew up and chased the sneaky owner around the restaurant, giving him a good beating. Ow! 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 No! Ah! The owner pleaded and asked the son to make it stop, but the son refused. Then he pleaded more and said, Just make it stop, please. Ow! I'll give you anything. Ow! I have a magical tray and a magical donkey. I'll give them to you. Please, just make it stop. The son replied and said, These things weren't yours to begin with. You stole them from my brothers. Show me where you're hiding them now. The owner pointed to where he hid the donkey and the tray. Then the youngest brother said, Stick, stop. The stick stopped and flew up again and went straight to the youngest son's hand. Then he took the magical tray, rode the donkey, and went back home. The oldest son got his magic tray back. The second son got his golden donkey back. And they shared their gifts with their father, who was very proud of each one of them, and they all lived happily ever after. That's our story for today, friends. Thank you for listening. If you love this tale, share it with your friends and family. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new adventure. Tale Station is available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. All the links are available in the description. And I'll see you next week.